Okay. Okay, so there's a way to get this. Okay, so I can't do that until... Okay, so I actually have to do Calcinon for that. So now let's go to the encounter list. I went too far down. Okay, so after batch 17, okay, can't do that. Sylveon, okie dokie. I have everything except thing. So the last remaining, because the other while I was off stream, I actually went and made sure I caught every single available Pokemon, which I did, except the legendaries. As you can see, the only Pokemon that are not registered in this Pokédex are the legendaries outside of Fion, who I have. So I literally have every single Pokemon except one single Pokemon. And it's fairly obvious to know which Pokemon it is because there's no way I can get it right now. And it's a very specific Pokemon, Chatchit, which I can't get because it is a technically I can't get that thing probably post game at all. Let me see. Yeah, let me just double check. Okay, yeah. Enough about that. So yeah, we'll worry about getting that Chatchit when we have to worry about it. Okay, so who's in the Pokemon Center? Nobody. This is the girl that admires their uniforms, and yeah, understandable. Okay. Okay, so we see Radimus and... Why are you acting like this now? I beg your pardon, acting like what? Doting on me like Anna. She often takes this role for you. No, for you. You always focus on her. I was just worried, but I see your concern. I assure you, I do not intend to favor either of you over each other. You're both of you are precious to me. You say that, but that doesn't change the fact that you only talk to me when she's not around. I guess I'm just your second choice. That's normal. Most people only talk to me when they can't talk to... I was like, honestly, no, you don't bring yourself forward. You don't really make yourself... You're not lively. I'm used to it. Oh, God. Shen. I see you were successful in obtaining another badge. As I am ever with your efforts, I am impressed but not surprised. But pray so, have you seen Anna about? She said there was something she needed to do and made off alone in rather a haste. She even insisted Noel not go with her. I wonder if this was for his sake. Okay. Well, if it isn't the local big shot back in town. And why? Nothing's happened here in forever. Or at least we can chill out since What's-Her-Face confirmed they can't use Pulse to attack here anymore. But it's so boring here. Even those other girls went off to catch Pokemon or train or something. By the way, Who even are they? Want to fill me in? Yeah. Oh, wow. I can't even. You know what? Let's just check up on Eclipse. Right. Right. Okay, there's Hardy. Oh, Julia. Hi. I got tired of being tired. So I thought I'd come up here and say hi. The others are still at the back of the house moping around though. Boring. But now I'm here to do my duty. So let's kick Team Meteor in the booty. I appreciate her. Okay, so they're not in here. You know, let's go check by the routes. No one's here. Okay. Yo, I don't know what our next move is gonna be, but my gut says it's gonna be big. Are you itching to kick Team Meteor down as much as I am? Honestly, yeah, that's what I like to hear. But they ain't gonna see a single thing coming. Well, if you keep shouting like that, they'll probably figure out. They already know what's coming. Let's stick it to Team Meteor once and for all. It is not a risk to unhand me, woman. As I said already, I will follow you voluntarily. No chances. Zafira, please. He's not a bad person. Oh, so that's why he's been with Team Meteor all this time. You catch. Nice catch. What? You meant me? Doesn't matter. You, however. You and I have business. Enough already. You know, rough handling a compliant captive is a solid way to jeopardize that compliance. It's not the only thing I'll jeopardize if you don't start talking. I've been talking. You haven't been listening. I didn't like what you had to say. You didn't like me saying I've left Team Meteor behind. I didn't believe you. If you won't believe me anyway, then there's no point in us talking. Under the right circumstances can breed honesty. You tell us the truth, or your comrade's injuries will be on your hands. Firstly, no matter what you say, I am not responsible for whatever you choose to do to him. Secondly, if you listened to what both your sister and I had already explained to you, you'd know he's no longer my comrade. Frankly, and not that any of this is necessary, you'd have better luck forcing answers out of me by threatening your sister instead. Oh. Zafira. Whoa there, you don't have to hit the guy. Don't you dare presume that I would ever do anything to hurt my sisters. You sure don't seem to think twice about anyone else. I'm not surprised to learn that loyalty is a foreign concept to you, and discretion to you. Enough. Move. We're not done yet. Yes, you are. Laura, please move. I will not. Just what did he do to earn your grace? I do not believe that respect and mercy are things that need to be earned. Respect and mercy won't keep you safe from our enemies. Then I would rather be in danger. You've always been innocent, but I was always hoping that innocence wouldn't fall into naivety. With all due respect and appreciation, sister, in my opinion, it is more naive to think that people are not worth believing in. Next, you'll tell me that we should all hold hands and sing hymns with Sigmund fucking Connell. Not everybody is like him, but I'm sure that in some misguided way he thinks that what he does is for the best of others. Perhaps he too can still change. How can you say that? You of all people know what we've been through. Now you want to lap sympathy on him after Zafira, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't even think about touching me. Stop. Stop. Please stop. Boy, lady, you good? Zafira. It is just me, okay? You're safe. The doctor isn't here. It's going to be okay. Just breathe for now. So, you mind explaining what just happened? I'm sorry. I'm afraid it isn't my place to say something like that, but if this is like the past, like if this is like the past, how the past has been, she may need time to collect herself. Yeah, I missed a word there, I think. Back then, there were times where she was unable to speak at all afterwards for quite some while. Please forgive me if I don't consider that to be a loss in the immediate moment. I apologize for how she was treating you. She was rather protective of Charlotte and I, you see, I saw. And, Bennett, yes. Honestly, I don't feel bad that she was smacking the shit out of you. I think we all knew that one last. For now, I'll step aside and make sure she is alright. Awkward. Rather. Zero. Why? Why is Zero here? Is he okay? Don't worry. It's just sleep powder. I couldn't let him make it back to Labrador. Where have you two been anyway? We took the lull as an opportunity to catch up on some much needed training now that each of us may have our own teams again. We don't want to be dead weight after all. See, that's good. They haven't been around for that long, but they took the incentive to try to catch up. And you're here too. Do you really intend to turn tail on Team Meteor? Yes, not that anyone seemed to believe me about it, except Laura somehow. If it won't trust you that I'm here for the greater good, then let's just say I'm here for her. I'll make things right and support her however I'm able to. It's something I frankly should have started doing a long time ago. I believe you. I don't know what to do with that, but I'll take it. Thanks. At any rate, it is not as if whether or not you are trusted with... Wait. At any rate, it is not as if whether or not you are trusted will impact your course, correct? Correct. And though I would appreciate it if I were not literally dragged along by the ear, in the meantime, trust must be earned through merit. To that end, I have an offer, the barrier. Correct? Again. What do you mean? What's the offer? As I explained to some others previously, only authorized personnel may pass through the barrier. Zero and I are both authorized. I will bring him into the city claiming I rescued him from all of you as enemies of Team Meteor. Now see, that sounds great, but we're literally right in front of the barrier, so it's not very convincing. This can be my justification for coming through the Calcinon side. I will cut the Pulse Mime's power supply, lowering the barrier for all of you to enter and finish off Team Meteor once and for all. It's true that we will need the help of someone trusted by Team Meteor if we want to get into Labrador City. There is no other way, and right now we just don't have another willing subject. I don't think Zero would do it either, right? He sees Team Meteor as the only place he can turn to. And then this must be done before he wakes up. I don't know, mate. This sounds kind of fishy if you ask me. Just what's to say you don't take off once you're in there and turn against us again? This would be a clever way for you to get out of your enemy's hands. A fair concern. Unfortunately, I don't believe I have a way to make satisfactory guarantees, but you will see whether or not I've stayed true to my word when the barrier lowers. And by then it'll already be too late for us to regret it, huh? An alternative may not be present itself. What do you think, Shen? Should we trust this guy? Man. Ideally, yes, but realistically, no. But because technically I'm on Zekrom's route, let's go with the idealistic choice. I'm gonna regret this. If you say so. Alright, I'll go with it. It may be the quickest way to save Aya after all. I thank you for offering the chance to prove my allegiance. I guess that works for Zero too. He'd prefer to be on that side, right? It feels strange to have to wonder. What are you looking at me like that for? Do you miss how things were? I don't know. I do. I don't want to... Oh shit, Cal's there. I don't want things to go back to how they were, but I miss it. I miss him. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. It makes no sense whatsoever. I fully understand. Oh, this is where everyone was. Oh, it's Cal. Am I interrupting something? I can hardly tell myself, mate. Oh, it's Cal. When did you turn your hair blue? Do I know you? Evelyn Sajaya. This is Lumi. We only spoke in passing, only under that one's face. Oh, yeah, I don't get it. But, have any of you seen Shelly around? Heather had a message for her. She and most of the others went down to the city to put the slammer on some of the meteors they caught in a gate. Bad day to be a meteor. Might be the last day to be a meteor. Aha! I guess most of us here have been on the other side at some point, huh? And yet I don't think I've seen any of you before. Cal? Oh, hi. Been a while. Not long enough if you ask me. What brings you here? Oh, you know, I just thought I'd get out from behind the desk for once. Maybe check up on how things were going here, while I take a break from the literal mountains of paperwork and responsibilities building up. Not only from having to deal with everything going on in Reborn City, but also from the very slight, teeny, minuscule, weensy issue of having had to take charge of all of Appleville Academy after you got Kiki killed. I'm aware there's no way I can atone from what happened there. Yeah, there isn't. Did I miss something? Let's assume so, not get in the way of it. I wasn't going to let Appleville go. Oh, you weren't. Oh. Well, that explains you betraying us and setting up the pulse that was going to burn it all to a crisp. So that explains what happened to Kiki's Medicham. And that's why you stopped Team Meteor on Pyrus Mountain and she's still alive today. Oh, wait. I sabotaged the pulse. It wouldn't have done anything but overeat. But you really think I'm going to believe something as convenient as that? It's true. Who are you? Who even are you? I created the pulse. Oh, did you? You did you? Well, today seems to be a great day to come up here after all. I get to solve not one but two problems. I'll accept any punishment you deem fit to apply to me, Eve. But before you do, please be advised that I have already escaped Team Meteor and I have nothing to gain by defending this individual. Yet, I personally inspected the damage to the pulse camera after the incident. Although it was clear that the machine had been targeted by a fire-type attack, there was no significant damage to it from that. However, the cooling system had been completely drained and removed. The machine would have powered on, but it would have overheated and shut down long after producing enough energy to resonate with camera. Further, there was no sign of the camera itself around the scene after the incident. It's right here. Back when I used Back then, I used my attack to covertly withdraw the Pokemon from the scene and have since recovered it back to health, but that was just a show. I discarded the coolant system long beforehand. The pulse would have failed regardless, but then you got involved and Kiki was hurt. I had to pretend to destroy it myself in order to convince Solaris to drop the operation and retreat before anything else happened. That's convenient. And just how do you explain what happened to her Medicham then? You still let the poor thing be burnt to a crisp. Actually, you're not going to say that's the same Medicham. It sank right into the lava. There's no way it would have survived. There was another advantage I had when I emptied the pulse's coolant into the volcano. Although it did not visibly impact the surface, the temperature on the lava was lowered significantly. A human might have been in trouble, but for a Pokemon that are used to taking flamethrowers in the heat of battle, I was able to rescue it with my Pokemon after you chased me off. and you didn't think to bring up any of this before. Shen knew some of it, but you didn't